Hello Internet, it is John Bundy, and I'm here to talk about another mega CD conversion I've done. So, this is a game that is probably going to be very niche. It is a game that was never actually released. It was developed and was sent out to journalists for review, but was then never released. And then in 2005, one of those journalists who kept their copy sent it off to one of the archive websites, and then it's become well known. And that game is Penn and Teller's Smoke and Mirrors. So I've converted it to PAL, and there seems to be only 2 tracks I really had to alter to match the length of the videos. And most people would not have heard of this game. You potentially might have heard of the charity event called Desert Bus, which takes place in November. And the Desert Bus, which you'll see here, is a driving simulator where you drive a bus, and it literally takes 8 hours to finish. Like, yeah, they weren't joking with that. You spend 8 hours driving through. The game is kind of like it's like kind of like a mini game, kind of compilation in a way. I say mini game when it has an 8-hour game in it, but we'll take a look. I'm trying to talk a lot now because to try and hear the Penn and Teller cutscenes, I've had to like jack up the audio. So if I talk while it's going, while the game's on, you might not hear me as well. And also, this came on 2 discs, or sorry, 2 CDs. Interestingly, or annoyingly, there is a bug. I say a bug, or maybe it's deliberate, where if you hit the reset button, it will always take you back into a specific minigame. So if you're in, say, Desert Bus, and you hit the reset, you then go into one of the other games, but there's no way to get back just to the main menu from any of the games. So you have to sit through, like, going through the opening, developer, like, sign. Well, I can't remember words. Anyway, let's take a look at Penn Teller's Smoke and Mirrors. So all the Penn Teller bits and the opening cutscenes you're about to see, I did not have to edit any of that. The audio is set with the video and is now running at 50 Hz. But as you can see, the videos are a bit like juddery now because they're running slower than they were designed for. So again, same, it seemed like a bit juddery, the music wasn't as good. I did nothing to that, that's just that the game is playing at a slower frame rate than it's meant to be. Anyway, so it's probably going to start replaying it. Hitting start then takes you back to that rather than just taking you into the opening monologue. Monologue?
I'm Penn and this is my partner, Teller. Welcome to our video game, Penn and
I don't know how well the audio is coming over on this.
and Mirrors. This is absolute entertainment's top secret ultramatic testing center, where Teller and I have spent the last year or so. We've been
I doubt that.
Now, if you know anything at all about Penn and Teller, you'll know this isn't going to be your typical shoot 'em, kick 'em, jump 'em video game. So if you're, let's say, looking to goof around with short immigrant piping engineers with lots of facial hair, or some
Wrong system.
hyperactive nocturnal insectivorous mammal, or a couple of guys pounding each other's brains out. That's it. Get. Come on, dude. Pound that sucker. Yeah, just move. Finish him. Death, move. Death, move. Death, move. Death, move. Death, move. Death, move. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. The winner and still champion. I will be back to kill again. If you like any of that sort of stuff, you're playing the wrong video game. We've got some great things here. I mean, there's Mofo, the psychic gorilla, a mind-reading monkey that'll kill you dead. Sun Scorcher that uses amazingly intense and dangerous graphics that Teller and I invented. Just the best, isn't he? It's all sleight of hand. Amazing. There's Desert Bus, the only bus simulator available on any Sega platform. Buzz Bombers, a sneak preview of a brand new absolute game that introduces two super cool characters. What's your sign? Joe and I will figure out which sign of the zodiac you are with the help of our patented personometer device. And, of course, Smoke and Mirrors, featuring yours truly and Teller doing things no one's ever done in a game before. Yep, you really got to be impressed with all the work we put into this game. I mean, this baby was hard from the beginning to end. We poured our heart and our soul into it, man. The night we spent. Don't remember? Hey guys, how you doing? Hi, buddy. These all the pizzas. Oh, sure, the pizza. Anchovy, pepperoni, mushroom, meatballs, and good. Good. Well, why don't you just here's the money. All I got is more money, Telly. More money, Telly. Do you need any more ideas today? Oh, we're doing relocation. How's that sound? The idea of having anchovy pizza was really good. Did Desert Bus go over? Why don't you just we got the pizzas. We got do you need any more stones? You like the one about the bear? Sometimes when you're working all night, it's nothing like having a nice slice of pizza to help you get out of here.
So now we're on to the actual list of games. It says options at the top, but I don't think there are options. It's just you select the game. So what's your sign? That is actually on disc 2. Mofo the Psychic Gorilla. This is one that I did actually have to stretch the... I say music is audio. So originally it's a 12-minute... We won't be going through all that. 12-minute like talking kind of section. But it would no longer line up with the animations of the screen. So that's now been stretched to 15 minutes. Desert Bus. Oddly, the music that plays on the title screen... The title screen just stays there until like you press start. But the audio I had to stretch because if I didn't, it would start playing into the next track, which was Mofo the Psychic Gorilla. Mofo, they're not going to get away with that anymore. It would... So I don't understand why for Desert Bus it would keep playing the audio, like why I had to stretch it. You think it would just be the same track length anyway, it doesn't matter. That one got stretched. Buzz Bombers, that's the one that if I reset the game will always come up. Sun Scorcher, that is on disc 2, and then Smoke Mirrors. So we will we'll start with What's Your Sign and insert disc 2. We are not going to go through all these. To be honest, I haven't gone through all of them. It's just to kind of give you a taste for what is in the game. Right, insert disc 2. And yes, and disc 2. What's Your Sign? Featuring the Personometer, pattern numbers, and a whole bunch of them.
Astrology. Does it work?
You cannot skip this, because this is part of the game. With the other Penn talent sections, you can actually skip them and get into the game itself. But this is part of the game, so
Millions of miles away from Earth affect the daily lives and interpersonal relationships of 5 billion carbon-based higher.
like I say, we're not going to do the whole like test. It's just to show you what eventually it makes you do.
One of an infinite number of similar spheres in an immeasurable, incomprehensible, limitless universe.
I have to admit, even though all the mini games may not necessarily be that great, I do actually enjoy the fact they have like Pantella doing Pantella, and they do talk about like
With our personalities, we couldn't possibly be anything
like things about their acts and things. So
the balance, and Taurus, the bull. 2 of the 12 signs of the zodiac. You see, while Cover and I couldn't even begin to fathom how
like they didn't phone this in. I think that they actually wanted to try and make the best possible game they could.
good times
And I mentioned about the Desert Bus charity event a couple of years ago. Penn, the one on the left, he like phoned in as when they were doing the event and said, "Okay, I'll throw in a prize for people to win on the event. Like people donate and can be put into a prize pool for like tickets to their show in Las Vegas, along with flights, hotel, all that kind of stuff." So like they are aware that their game, which was never released, is being used for the Child's Play charity to help children in hospitals to have access to like games to like help keep them entertained and get through tough times, which computer games can do. Help us get away from our problems, and those who children in hospitals need the distractions to help cope.
aspects of your personality.
And yeah, I'm also trying just to fulfill this time, so
To move the
now they're explaining what to do with the controller.
position you feel best represents your answer. We'll give you instructions on what each direction means on the X and
Actually, I don't know, if I press reset on disc 2, I don't know what that does, so we'll do that once I decide we've had enough of this particular game.
exact place you want it, either at the extreme or somewhere in between. We are trying to judge exactly how you feel about the question. Then, when you're happy with your position, press buttons A, B, or C to indicate how strongly you feel about your decision. Button A means yeah. Button B means yeah. And button C means yeah. Not pushing any of the buttons means I forgot to push one of the buttons. When you're satisfied with your answer, press start, and Keller and I will begin our expert analysis of the Personometer data. After we're through with our questions, we will tell you conclusively what sign of the zodiac you are. Okay, let's get started, Justin. The first question is our standard opener. It lets us know the Personometer is responding well to your input. You found a wallet belonging to a famous person. There is $738 in that wallet. On the x-axis, how likely are you to return it? All the way up means you'll definitely return it. All the way down means you're going to keep it. On the y-axis, shows how disappointed you'd be if there was no reward. All the way to the right means extreme disappointment. All the way to the left means you weren't even expecting a reward. Okay, go ahead. Now think about it. Return the wallet, not return the wallet, disappointed, very content with no reward. Okay? What's that, Keller?
Like I say, I feel like they really did put the effort in. They wanted this to be a good product. So in a way, I feel like maybe they were disappointed that they didn't actually get to have the game released. But anyway, so I would return a reward, and I would not be disappointed if there was no reward. So, and I feel very strongly, so I press button C and start.
Next question. You see a deer?
But I'm not going to go through all of them, we haven't got time for that. So I will hit reset and let's see what happens. Probably nothing. It's probably going to go, where's the first disc? Yeah, it doesn't like it. Okay. Now hit reset again. Sadly, we cannot skip this bit. Okay, we'll go for Mofo, the Psychic Gorilla.
Okay, we're going to do a little psychic demonstration here for you.
I'm going to start skipping all these. I just don't want this video to run too long. Like, there are let's plays or long plays of this on the internet if you would like to give it a go, or give the game a try for yourself. So we'll get into the game. And I said earlier, this is like a 15-minute thing, so we're not going to do that. And that is not working correctly. Okay.
To the show. I am Mofo, the Psychic Gorilla.
Interesting, that's messed up.
You've seen me on national television.
I'm gonna have to fix that. Oh, jeez.
Of world records. 10 years ago, I was a savage beast in the wilds of
That's
deepest,
interesting.
darkest Africa.
It started playing the previous track from Desert Bus,
For use in a biological
which is what I extended. Okay.
An operation designed to increase my intelligence and give me the gift of speech. However, my animal sixth sense remained intact, allowing me to read minds. Skeptical of my simian psychic skill? I'll prove it. While I turn around and gaze at the inner workings of this cheaply made television set, you pick a card, or write the name of any card on a piece of paper. Then show it to everyone in the room. Take your time. I'll just boogie here for a while to this swell jungle beat.
I'm gonna have to test the original American release and see if it has the issue with the audio cutting over. Because maybe that was just a programming fault.
Now, don't say the name of the card aloud. Put it away. Do not let me see it. Remember, this is a scientific test. I'm going to turn around now. All right, friend. I trust your card arrow on the D-pad and keep it there. Then, when I ask my questions, press A to answer yes.
Okay.
And B.
We've had enough of that. Pity we can't do save states on this. That's interesting. I did reset that time and it didn't go into it. Maybe it depends which game you're in. Okay, let's give Desert Bus a go.
You've played simulators before. We all have. Tanks, planes.
Okay. Oh, the A button go. Okay. Sorry, I haven't actually played Desert Bus before, so it likes to go to the right. What Penn was saying is that the bus will drift to the right if you're not careful. And that is Desert Bus. Yeah, there'll occasionally be bus stops. And this is what people do for charity events for like a week. Just play this over and over again. Like one of the most boring games ever invented is like kind of like the tagline. So you can't just hold down A and just leave it to it, otherwise you'll crash on the right hand side of the road. Maybe the problem with the audio with the CD, maybe it's one of the tracks before Desert Bus. Because the music you heard before is right before Mofo the Psychic Gorilla. Maybe it's one of the tracks before that that's causing the issue. Anyway, enough of that. That's Desert Bus for 8 hours, so... But think all the work that somebody put into like creating this and it just never got released. Actually, I'm curious if I do it now. Sorry, with the bug I said about it going into a particular game, I wonder if I did reset during the opening credits. No, okay. Let's just make sure we're still recording. Okay, apparently we've been going for like 27 minutes, so I kind of need to get through the rest of these. This video's kind of been going on long enough, so I'm not going to show all of them, but only because having to restart the game every single time is a bit of a faff. So Buzz Bombers is kind of like a very basic shmup where you're going up the screen, you're playing two wasps. Well, Sun Scorchers is like kind of like sort of like an asteroids game, I think. But we'll have a quick look at Smoke and Mirrors. So we'll pick normal. And here you actually play as Penn and Teller. And I don't know why you collect beetles. So very kind of basic side scroller. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and you can change like deck cards, buy things. Okay, we'll leave it there. Apologies if you want to see the other games, it's just I kind of feel like I'm making everyone go to sleep. Oh, so hope you enjoyed that. Before I upload this to the internet, or as in the game to archive.org, I will sort out why the audio is not working correctly. Catch you next time. Bye.